send the
You better
chat
not
to
trade back
everybody.
the fucking flutter again.
There we go. All right. Send. For the first time in a while, we are back, or at least it feels like it's been a while. We are back with a new Monster Mash. I forgot what it was called. That's how long it has been. But I am your host, your GM, your DM, whatever you want to call me. Jake, BB, Big Brother, all those things are correct. And I am joined by 4 players this time, which also feels rare. There are, of course, the classics, Shy and Decaf, but we are also joined by my partner in crime when it comes to making monsters for the blog, Blue, and Melkor, who's been with us a couple times and is always very helpful. Like, even when he is not in the streams, he always stops by the stream and gives some very good suggestions. So, thank you for joining us, Melkor.
It's good to be here.
Hell yeah. Now, we have, like I said, these 4 characters here, and I'm going to give them all a chance to introduce who they're playing. We're just going to go in alphabetical order, so Blue.
I am playing not Jax, I am playing Zaj, and, you know, I'm probably going to sound like I always do whenever I play this fucker. I'm going to do the funny voice where I sound like the guy because I'm a voice actor. Actually, technically, I'm not a professional voice actor anymore. I don't have an agent.
Well, don't you only have to have been paid for it once to be a professional?
You know what? Fair. I'm a professional voice actor.
Technically, I'm a professional artist because I scammed some people into buying stuff I drew once.
Is that how that works?
Apparently, he makes the rules. I don't get it.
Sweet.
I mean, I was always told if you got paid for doing something, you're a professional.
You know? Fair enough.
Next up on the docket, on the roster, we have Decaf. Decaf, who are you coming at us with today?
Hello, I am playing Imani from Paladins. This is going back into the archives a couple of years, but I am pulling her from BB's roster today. She is an oscillating wave psychic.
She was a fun build. You know what? She might actually be a fun one to remaster, because now there's like that dragon blood heritage I could possibly tap into. Maybe. Next, we have Melkor. Melkor, who are you playing?
Today I'm playing Rock, the Rock Dwarf, Rock Druid, and he just like rocks.
Understandable.
Yeah.
And
I
last,
love that.
but not least, though certainly the tiniest, well, you know what? Least in the terms of mass, but nothing else. We have Shy's character. Shy, what have you got for us?
I have decided to play everyone's favorite outlaw and hero, Puss in Boots. Fear him if you dare, or don't. It's your choice, but we'll see how he does.
Excellent. Well, the 4 of you have just come off a harrowing adventure, and you have decided to reward yourselves with a little bit of downtime. You're having a beach episode. You're taking a little bit of time off to relax. Jax is making a castle, but many of you, you know, you're training. You're still carrying a lot of your gear and stuff. When there's suddenly a disturbance within the sand. You can see waves cresting, something coming towards the beach, and then the beach itself, you can see the sand churn. And suddenly, a blade erupts from beneath the earth, this sort of like scythe-like edge claw pokes through, and it like comes out and like catches on the ground, catches on the sand, kills this turtle that I can't ping for some reason. Yeah.
My baby boy!
I had to update Foundry and now I can't fucking ping. Anywho,
Good.
Turtle's dead. You can see where my icon is. And hauling itself out of the sand, shaking it off of its shell and this like bony carapace it has on its back, is an immense crab-like creature. It lifts itself up upon 4 legs and has a maw that looks like a mess of sharp, like fangs, but has more traditional crab-like eyes, over which a long, almost horn-like structure juts. The creature turns its gaze, its black-eyed gaze upon you, and unleashes a chittering cry as it sort of like clacks its scythe-like claws menacingly. The creature in question looks like this.
Ooh,
What the?
spooky. My friend would hate to play in this game because he hates crabs.
It's a weird thing to hate.
Yeah, he's got an irrational fear against them.
So will he play Starfinder, knowing that there's a spell that can turn you into a crab?
Actually, the person I'm talking about, Decaf, is Esso, and you were in the game. You both were in the game where he fucking hated the crab. I completely
That is
forgot
all.
you guys knew him. Oh no, I showed him the carcinization spell, and he was like, "I hate that."
And so, as this creature emerges from the sand and roars at you menacingly, let's go
Yeah.
ahead and start rolling for initiative.
Can
Let's
do.
do this.
As we do, Puss in Boots
One
lets out a good old laugh. Ha! Cannot mess with the Puss in Boots. Swaggering initiative.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
Alright.
So now you're trying to roll the highest for initiative.
I might have won. Shit! God damn! What the fuck? How the hell?
I was gonna say the wisdom-based caster is gonna have a good chance.
Yeah. Also, the fact that I realized that I only rolled an 11. I thought I rolled much higher.
For some reason, there are 2 Zages. I have to remove one.
I don't know why.
Aha! I win.
Oh, motherfucker.
All right. Well, for its first action, for its first turn, the creature will stride forward, stepping over the corpse of the well, not stepping over, stepping on the corpse of the turtle as it does.
Disgusting.
So it's actually doesn't want to do that, or just want to do that. Oh, it probably wants to do that. Okay. It's actually going to back up, and instead, it's going to scuttle like a crab sideways. It's going to move over there, and as it does, it with a surprising like sort of agility, it jumps and turns around, and you see that its back is covered in the skull of some giant monster.
Hell yeah.
That it is apparently using as like a hermit crab will use a shell. But the jaws of the giant monster opens, and blasting from it is a stream of pressurized water in a 60-foot line. And so I'm going to need
How do I feel about that?
the 2 of you,
Oh, sorry.
put yourself back there,
I did.
to give me a reflex save, and I forgot to set up all those like interactivity in the stat block. So just go ahead and give me the reflex save.
29.
All right, is that a critical success by chance because of any of your like class features and stuff?
Not from the looks of it, no. He's only expert.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
I don't think I get
So,
that stuff till higher.
Jax, you'll take half damage. Rock, you will take full damage, and
Fuck.
it's gonna be 22.
Ow.
And so you should only take half of that.
Oh. I'll get that back. Ta-da!
There you go. And I can't use that again for 1 round.
Cool.
All right. Rock,
Perfect testing numbers.
you find yourself just blasted with this spray of water as the creature jumps back to face you, its little eye stalks twitching angrily.
In the in the memory of everyone's favorite character, the turtle, Rock will point at the crab thing and say tortoise, and then point to Puss and say hare.
Ah, classic.
That's pretty good.
Okay, okay. So I will attempt a fortitude save. Here we go. That is going to be a failure. So that means I am slowed 1 for 3 rounds, which I will probably ignore at some point because I want to test out this creature.
And that means Puss
but I
is
become
quickened
quickened.
for 1 round.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. There is
Beautiful.
certainly that. Okay.
Mm.
Anything else?
Then Rock would run away.
Okay.
Get the fuck out of there.
All right. That brings us to Zaj. Whoops.
Now it's my turn. I will use an action to move, and I will swing on this bitch.
Okay.
25. I didn't target it accidentally.
25 against its AC is going to be a miss, unfortunately.
Ah, shit. Will I swing again?
Okay.
26.
Still
Shit.
a miss.
I'm getting closer, guys. That's
You
3
are.
actions.
Okay.
Little by little.
The character.
I can't remember if I'm doing that right. All right, that brings us to Puss in Boots. Oh, did you right?
He gives a small wave
Perfect.
and just
Sorry,
says thank you to his clearly adoring fan.
a small bow with his hat.
Of course. And then he'll just start by drawing a good old rapier. Can't do much without that. Gotta use it. Hada! There's one action. We'll use the quickened action to get to... Oh, the measurement's not there. Weird. Okay.
I had to disable it because it was messing up the rest of like the game pretty much. You can use the
Gotcha.
ruler itself.
Cool. Sounds good. All right. Well, I mean, I'm not too worried. I've got a decent amount of movement speed, let's be honest.
But I might have accidentally moved
Oh, you moved me. Shit.
sorry. That was an accident.
Where was I? Was I
You were
here?
right here.
Okay. It's more than enough. 10 feet to get to here.
Okay.
Just to move in. I guess I could do it as a step because that's part of the quicken that it allows me to do. So, and then I'm going to go ahead and do a tumble through.
Ah, okay.
To try and start getting towards that good old panache.
I was gonna say, technically, I think because you're tiny and it's large, you could just walk through its space.
Oh, I can even for a medium creature. Yeah, I can just walk in people's space if they're medium.
True, 2 sizes.
Because I can't reach him even from here.
Right. Yeah, but I'm
that's
saying
definitely
like,
a normal
it's-
thing.
It's a rule for like if it's like 2 or 3 sizes larger than you.
Yeah. But again, I'm doing the tumble through so I can try and get the panache from it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So this is going to be an
So-
acrobatics check against his reflex DC.
Da-da-da-da-da. Why would that not be applied? Hold on. What is that? I have these 2 things that I don't know what they are. One moment. Okay. So do this. It is not responding. I can't see.
All right, so Puss in Boots, maybe while he's looking for stuff, but Puss in Boots maybe goes up and initially tries to do his classic stare.
Is it pulling anything up for you guys?
And nothing's coming
chat?
up in the chat. No.
Okay, well, yeah, so I might need to refresh again because nothing's letting me click on it again. So
Oh, boy.
hang on.
All right.
Because I was trying to expand an ability and it just wasn't doing anything.
Oh, okay.
So
Yep.
I'm refreshing.
Yeah, I don't remember how to apply. While you're doing that, I am going to look up, because like I said, I forgot to apply a bunch of factors I normally try to do.
Ah, gotcha. And I shouldn't be too much longer. Hopefully it just comes right up the moment I get back in. There we go.
We got it?
Okay, so that means this is applied because it's a combat encounter. And then... what else was the other one? These. These not applied normally? Two acrobatics while balancing. Okay, so that wouldn't count for this. Cool. All right, now I know. All right.
Okay.
That was all I was trying to check last time, and it just wouldn't let me. All right. A boink.
All right. See, that is a
I rolled.
29.
Awfully low.
Nevertheless, that is a success.
Beautiful. I has panache.
Okay.
Icons, man. And I will go to here. No, you cannot flank with me because I am not on the other side of it. Unfortunately, that is indeed a thing.
Ah, wow.
Yep. So it makes this a little interesting.
Somebody cast enlarge on that cat.
All right. So that's there. All right. And now I will stab at it from the underside, I guess.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I'll make that my target before I forget. There we go. Strike. Perfect. I think I missed.
A 21 will, in fact, be a miss.
Shocking.
Unfortunate. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I think I fixed at least one important thing. Alright, so let's see. Draw your rapier, move up, tumble through, strike. That is all 4 of your actions.
I will remove my...
Quickened.
Yep.
And then it will go to Imani.
All right, we are gonna just test this thing out for what it may have up its sleeve. So I'm gonna move over here,
Okay.
and then I am going to just open my mouth and say "ah" as I just cast an electric arc with my dragon spit ability.
Ooh, okay. So a basic reflex save. Here we go. It succeeds.
Beautiful, good for them. Here is the 5d4.
Nice.
Okay. So it will take half of that. And it seems to really not like that electricity.
I'll say, damn. Okay.
But that does
Sorry,
mean
Imani. We are
It
using
is-
electricity instead of fire and ice.
it is its turn. And so it is slowed 1. Alright, so what it's going to do, recognizing that with this slowing effect going on, it needs to maybe just go for heavier attacks. Its first action is going to be spent to extend claws. So when this thing, like after it bursts out of the ground, those scythe-like claws ended up folding back in on themselves. And it's been moving around like that. Now, you see them spring out once more. And so that is what it is doing with this action, which does have the manipulate trait.
Ooh, that means I can reactive strike, right?
You can.
I will do that.
Okay, go for
bitch.
it.
31.
That is a hit.
Bonk. Oh, I have to hit the damage button. I forgot.
Alright, 16. Not bad.
Hell yeah.
And you know what? It wasn't sure who was going to go after, but you just gave it a good reason to go after you.
Pink. Bring it on.
And so this great sickle scything claw comes sweeping down at you and misses by 2.
Need me to hold back?
Right, that is its turn. We are back to Rock. And I'm actually going to remove Slowed so I can actually test out the rest of this creature's kit.
Sure.
Sure. Well, then Rock will look at Zaj and give him a thumbs up and cast haste on him.
Nice.
Whoa. I got a challenge for you, motherfucker. I'm gonna beat you in half.
And
Oh, is that an official voice line?
Not really. First part of it was.
also, we cast guidance on him.
Okay. Just loading him up.
Hell yeah.
That's what they're.
All right, then it is Ash.
Try to find a cool voice line for this, but fucking honestly, I'm just going ham. So fuck it. I'm gonna just start hitting it.
Okay.
I'm gonna do what I normally do. Before I do that though, yeah, fuck it. We'll just do the normal things. Striking staff. Boom. 27.
That is a hit.
All right, I'm gonna make the other hits first because I got so many of these fucking actions. Oh, I forgot I could vicious swing. I'll do that for the second one because
Okay.
I got so many actions.
It is at a -5.
Vicious swing. Yeah. Boom. Oh,
Vicious swing misses.
fuck. All right, and the last one I'll just hit again.
Sure.
Damn.
Also a miss because
That's
the tiny creature cannot flank with you.
Ping, 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 ping. I just start fucking bouncing this thing off its shell for 19
But hey, I mean,
damage.
19 damage is a solid blow.
Would guidance make that a hit?
Don't you let up now. The guidance was just for the first one to make it a 28. I believe.
Yeah. I mean, you could use it for anyone that you declare you want to use it for.
Oh! I want to use it on the...
Don't
I
like the
think
retroactivity of this.
I didn't know. 26. I'll use it on the 26.
All right, that hits.
Oh! I think we guys know what the AC is now. 20.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm rolling hot on those fucking damage die.
Looks like this thing will be getting endless ferocity.
Yeah! That's my turn.
All right, Puss, it is your turn.
Beautiful. I think we're going to go ahead and try and use this work. I don't know if I could actually do this. Can you use a bon mot on a thing that can't hear you? Or probably doesn't understand you more accurately?
Let's see. What traits does it have?
Auditory, concentrate, emotion,
Oh, it has the linguistic trait.
and linguistic. Yep.
Linguistic effect that targets a creature only works if the target understands the language you are using.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to do that then because I don't think it will. It might, but I don't think so. So I'm not gonna mess with that.
Okay.
That doesn't mean he's not shouting insightful quips at it, but you know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then let's just give it a shot here. I'm gonna go ahead. We'll just make a starting strike as is. Let's just see what happens.
Whew. All right, that's a hit.
That comes with that, not the other thing. Perfect. And then, to follow it up, I'm going to follow that up with an unbalancing finisher.
Okay.
So let's see what happens. This is actually at a different map, I think. Hold on.
Do you have something that gives it like agile, your finishers?
Yeah, where is it? Hold on. Let me pull it up. Where's my
It's
feats?
like finishing grace or something.
I think so, yeah. Is it this one? Yes.
Combination
go.
finisher. There it is. Okay.
Yep.
So this
So
is
only at a -4.
All right.
Ooh. Nah, it'd be more damage. Yeah, I'll do it this way.
Okay.
So at a -4, here it is. Haba! Nope, I forgot. I got it. Hang on.
That haba did not.
Haba!
All right, that is a hit.
Okay, and it did it for me. Perfect. Hua!
All right, definitely
And it is
giving this thing
now-
endless ferocity.
And it is now Off guard?
Yep.
Yeah, it's because, yeah, that's okay. Yep.
Until the end of your next turn.
Indeed. And then we'll do another tumble through to try and get my panache back.
Okay.
Because I can't attack again, so.
All right. So another reflex save or acrobatics check against my reflex save.
Oh,
That
wow,
is a failure.
I bounce off the claw that's been extended.
Yep.
All right, goodbye, panache.
All right, Imani.
I mean, who needs to know it's AC when you just have Force Barrage? Courtesy of Sorcerer Bloodline, I'll just do a 3-action Force Barrage.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. How does the thing...
Group of like soaring dragons or something.
Yeah. I see the 1. It only allows me to do the 1. Do I just click it multiple times?
I
How does
suppose.
this work?
Yeah.
Alright, whatever. Fine. Be that way. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. That was all 3 actions, so it is back to me.
Aye.
I might need to do some action compression in this thing's kit.
Sure. I'd give it my haste.
It's going to step.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I need you. Come back.
Then it's going to go for a swing on Puss in Boots.
Do I... Nimble dodge. One moment.
Okay.
Here you are. Well,
30.
you didn't let me put it in first.
Oh, I also targeted the wrong person, so you're fine either way.
I had the same AC, it's just you didn't let me put it in first.
Okay, so it's a regular
So-
hit.
Yeah, it'd be a regular hit.
Jesus.
27 points of damage.
Ugh.
And now we'll swing at Zaj.
Bring it on.
And miss.
Miss. Ping! I deflect it with my staff.
Alright, that is all 3 of my actions, which means we are back to Rock.
Rock will magically compress some of the sand and twist it into a drill and fire off. In this case, I guess a sand lance. at the
Very
thing.
cool.
Hell yeah.
Alright, is off guard. So you got your best chance right now. Go ahead and give it a hit.
Hit him, Kamina.
That unfortunately will not be enough with even with its lowered AC.
Could I use my hero point?
Of course.
Hell yeah.
Of course.
Whoa.
That hits. It is not a critical hit, but on a hit it does take that minus 10 foot status penalty to speed. And you strike what you're certain should be a killing blow. Or no, it's not. It has more health. Okay, yeah, it's got a little bit more.
Thank goodness.
Alright, 1 action remains for you.
Rock will run away some more.
Okay. Zaj, it is your turn.
Aye. Oh, bonk. Hell yeah.
That's a hit.
Crack.
Okay. I'm just putting it at 1 HP, and it activates
Understandable.
its Endless Ferocity.
I will then... Push, you can't flank with me either, right?
Correct. I don't have the reach to be able to provide such a thing. So right now, he's not within my reach.
Understandable. All right, well then, I'm going to do what I always do. A bonk. A bonk. The last one won't hit. 10 damage.
Okay.
Just bink, 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 bink. I just keep hitting.
And it is seemingly immortal.
Oh, shit. I'll get through this diamond armor eventually. Kink, 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 kink. I'm just getting faster and faster and faster. Oh yeah, I have a third action, because why not? That's my turn. The fourth action, I meant.
I was going to say you already attacked 3 times.
Luckily, I have 4 attacks.
Puss.
All right, well, I'm just gonna do the thing at this point.
Okay. I am going to do the thing I forgot to do when you moved in earlier. And I'm going to reactive strike you.
Would I? Okay, hold on. Would I have had? Would that be a different reaction phase? Because I probably would nimble dodge that.
Yeah, you could.
Okay.
Alright, so here comes a Sickle Claw. 31 gets you.
Okay.
Oh, actually, it has been off guard since it extended its claws. They throw them off. They throw it off balance a little bit.
Oh, I did
30
not know
damage.
that.
Shit.
All right, proceed.
Okay, well, that changes things.
You go to dash
who am I
towards
kidding?
this
Not really.
thing, and the blade comes down like a guillotine. That is a success. Successful tumble through.
Yep. Nice.
Banaki.
And then, because I find it funny, you see him pull out another blade. A much smaller one. A dagger that's made for a cat, if you will. As he
Okay.
pulls out his gatito blade.
All right. So dual wielding.
And strikes.
Very cool. That is a hit because of it being off guard.
Not nearly as much damage, but it's fine.
Yep. All right. Anything else? Let's see. Tumble, draw, strike.
no.
Yeah. Okay. Imani.
Alrighty, I'm gonna start with my free action to unleash Psyche
Nice.
because she's upset because the cat got injured.
Fair.
And then she will unleash all of her dragon rage in the form of casting Fear.
Hell
Ooh.
yeah.
Okay.
For 2 actions.
So let me make a will save here. Another failure.
Beautiful. And then my final action will be to restore the mind. And I heal Puss in Boots for
Very
2
nice.
plus double my level, so 16 HP.
Oh, dude, that's dope.
Hell yeah. What the fuck? That's a thing?
I've used it on a bunch of psychic builds.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
Just 'cause I think it's, like, the best
specific for
one.
emotional acceptance.
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
All right. The Ceanataur. I don't know if I'll be able to pull off anything. What type of penalty is frightened? Is it circumstance by any chance?
Not to my knowledge.
Status.
I think
Isn't
it's
it?
status, yeah.
Status good sir.
Well, fuck me.
But
All right.
Okay.
Does Puss being in the creature's space count as being within its reach? You think?
I
Yeah.
should.
You think so? Okay.
It's in its yeah.
100%.
If a spider is on you, can you not slap it?
Not without hurting yourself.
This is very true. I wouldn't say I'm on him.
Hard to
I'm
get-
underneath him, if it makes you feel better.
It's going to spin, and it's going
What
to
the
take
frick?
a total of -4 to every single one of these attacks.
Oh
So
boy.
2 of that's already factored in. We're just going to subtract 2 more. First one is just coming at the cat. 27 gets you.
Well, yep. I was going to say I would have
Nimble
Not-
dodged.
nimble dodged. Or, no.
I was going to say
Yeah, I
you
would
used
have
it against.
Reactions, man.
Well, I used it against the initial, but then I would have had my turn by then, right?
But you get it
No,
at the start
so-
of your turn.
Yeah, so you got it at the start of your turn. He attacked you with a reactive,
reactive
and used
strike.
your reaction.
Yeah, but that was you doing it from before.
No, that was this turn.
No, that
No,
was
that was
for when
doing
you
it this
moved
turn.
this time.
Oh, I misunderstood that. I thought that was something else. Okay.
No. I said like
Well,
it
then-
forgot because I forgot to do it earlier. It's going to do it on this move now.
Ah, got it. Okay, I misunderstood that.
All
Okay.
right. So this is going to be at a -2 against Jax or Zaj.
Yeah.
Looks like a 28-6 should still get you. Crazy that this is working. And then at Imani,
Gasp.
27.
Oh,
All
you
right.
hit everybody.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
I am very impressed with my monster.
Hell yeah.
So 3 hits. All right. So against the cat, that is going to be 31 points of damage. Against
Yeah.
Zaj, that is going to be 32 points of
Oh,
damage.
dang it! You.
Oh,
I'm gonna roll for Imani's
one
damage.
I'm just gonna wait. Yeah, dude.
I was mostly annoyed by
34
by,
points of damage.
God damn, this fucker
Yes.
hits hard.
Yeah.
Question, dearest DM: does this big AOE attack have a manipulate trait?
This one, no,
Oh,
because it's based off of
Damn it.
a whirlwind strike from the fighter,
that makes
which
sense.
does not have the manipulate trait. But that
swinging.
is all 3 of its actions, which means it is done, and it is slightly less frightened. Rock, it is your turn.
ouch.
Rock will conjure up these hands out of the sand and attempt to grab the Ceanataur's legs.
Ooh, very cool. Alright, so it has to make a fortitude save. It succeeds.
Well, nothing happens, and Rock will run some more.
It is. Yeah, it's these sand hands grab its limbs, and with a surprising amount of strength, it just rips itself free. And then it is Zaj's turn.
Hi. I bet you're wondering what I'm gonna do here. Well, let's fucking find out. Vicious swing this time, so I'm using.
Starting
2
with
actions
vicious
on the first
swing. Okay,
one. Yeah, which is the smart thing to do.
that is a hit.
Bonk, 21.
Okay.
And then
There's still one last thing I
Can-
want to test out, so it remains.
fine. Question:
Uh-huh.
since I'm hasted, can you vicious swing again? Because it
Does
gives me
vicious
another action
swing-
to attack.
Does it have?
It gives you
the
another action to
flourish?
strike.
Yes, that is
specifically.
true. That is true. It's like strike or stride. So that doesn't
Okay.
include
And
like.
strike is its own specific action. Yeah.
But if you did somehow have a fourth, if you were quickened and there wasn't like a limitation on whatever action it was, Vicious Swing does have the flourish trait,
Ah,
and you
well,
can only
since that
use
has the
one
flourish trait,
flourish
then
action
I will
per
not
round.
use the upheaval that I was just about. It's like you were reading my mind. Bonk, bonk. Oh, okay.
You didn't bonk very hard on that last one. I got to be honest.
I was gonna say,
Hey,
I don't
man.
think
Sand.
How many hits have you hit? How
I
many
don't
hits
think
have I
I've
hit?
swung 7 times in like one action in like one turn of my defense.
I was gonna say, I
in
think
3 rounds, I've attacked 11 times.
I was gonna
Thank
say,
you.
I think Puss in Boots has like a 66% hit rate.
I got something like that.
He's
too.
been hitting.
Yeah,
He's
you
only
missed-
swung like 3 times.
Yeah,
but-
and you've hit twice, so 66%, 0.6 repeating.
That's my turn.
All right, Puss, back to you.
All right, let's see how much that number changes. No.
Back to you, Jim.
All right, he's gonna try and capitalize. Might as well
Yeah,
a stabby
as
stab,
well.
I guess. At this point,
yeah. I'm with you.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Bah.
Because, actually, you know what? You got it because of the off guard.
Ba-da-ba. Bonk.
Okay. Sorry, there's one last thing I want to test out.
Yeah, no,
and
I'm doing it because the character would do it, but it's
Yeah,
yeah.
If it gets tested out, really depends on the rolls. And if I don't test it out next round, we'll just say you guys obviously won the encounter.
Confident finisher.
Okay.
I will use the gatito blade.
All right.
Hada. It's only at a -3 map.
Here you go.
Oh my god.
Regardless, that is still a failure.
Ah, yes, only a failure though, which is perfect.
Yeah, it is because of frightened. It is not a critical failure.
which is what it would need to be, so I do half the precise strike damage.
Yep. So 4 of that. Nevertheless, it remains standing Imani.
All right. Well,
Oh wait, was
I'm gonna
that?
try and get my.
Oh, you're right.
Finish
I,
back.
well, I thought like confident finisher was like 2 actions or something. You are successful.
I shifted slightly.
All right.
All right, now I'm done.
Now Imani.
Well, because Puss is so small, just so very small, I will use this opportunity to come over here. Potentially getting a reactive strike my way.
That would trigger one, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I do have you targeted already. 29.
Yep, that's a hit.
Okay. 23 points of damage.
Oh.
I will say this guy can dish it out.
Apparently,
He's a bit of a
Oh, God.
feels like a bit of a glass cannon.
it's a good thing I'm about to do what I'm about to do, so to speak, in a normal combat situation. I am going to just amp up and sigh out with an amp ignition
Okay.
from melee to take advantage of flank.
Indeed, that
I
is.
got
You are correct. All right, go ahead and give me that attack.
Sounds good. And attack. Nope.
Unfortunately, that would be a miss. However,
Wait,
you.
I have a hero point.
Oh, yep, go for it.
I actually got one. I haven't had one in like a month.
Oh, unfortunately, that is
It's
still a
not
miss.
much better.
Yep.
All right, that's my turn.
But you do see it like sort of shy away from the flames. And you know what? I don't think it likes all this flame and electricity that you are bringing to this party. And
No.
completely unmotivated by the fact that you probably have the lowest AC out of my viable targets, it is going to swing at you twice with its sickle claws. So,
This feels unnecessary.
slice number 1 is a natural 1. I'm going to spend a villain point.
You can have my hero card. I wasn't gonna use it anyways.
Okay. First one is a hit for 36 points of damage.
So she's down with that. I can already
Oh, is
just tell
she?
you.
God damn it! Alright, you trigger Endless Ferocity. You're still standing.
Yeah, like the sheet hasn't adjusted, but I haven't had a moment to refresh. But I've calculated it up. I only have 78 hit points, and I took over 50 already.
Alright, well, let me see.
Damn.
Alright, that would be a hit. It then
Yep.
triggers its Ripping Rend and deals persistent bleed damage to you.
Damn.
And with its final action, it is Rock's turn. Rock, finish it.
Believe in the me that believes in you, bro. Fucking launch another drill.
Okay, I'll do just that then. Another drill coming this way.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Go for it.
Come on. Come on.
It's,
Oh.
Yep, you posted.
Just hit it again. Ah,
Oh no.
give him a hero point.
I guess I'll leave it up to you, Zaj.
Okay.
All
well,
right.
I wonder what I'm gonna do.
Zaj,
If you miss, Puss in Boots is ready to take up what you fail.
you must finish it, or leave it to Puss in Boots to do so.
Fucking excuse. I walk over to here just to get next to Puss in Boots, and you may reactive strike me if you so wish.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's,
Ooh.
wait, is
I was
that a
gonna say, is that
critical hit
correct?
against you?
You did this
Oh,
to
that was against
yourself.
Imani.
Okay, I was gonna say 29 won't crit, it'll normal hit.
Okay. I still had her targeted. My bad.
I'd be very surprised if that was a critical hit on a 29.
20.
Ugh. All right. And I look down and say, "Oh, little cat, watch this." And bonk. It dies.
Yep.
Crack. I
All
cracked
right.
its diamond shell.
Finally, the shell cracks, and the creature falls.
And the random GM ghost spirit that was within dissipates.
Okay, so that was a monster from Monster Hunter called the Shogun Ceanataur,
Very dope.
a creature that is 2 letters away from being the Shogun Centaur, which also
Much
sounds
better
kind
name.
of interesting.
Yeah. Centaurs are dope.
Now, let me set this so that you guys can take a look at it, and we can discuss the design of the Shogun Ceanataur here. Because I do think it needs a little something. It needs a little zhuzhen up. It hits like a fucking tank, so it doesn't need that. But you
I'm not sure
you guys took this thing out in like 3 rounds.
I was quick.
It had only stayed up because of my machinations. And so if we
Yeah.
look at
Monsters.
the numbers and everything correctly. All right. So ability score is not super important. Perception, with a 16 for its level, it has a moderate perception. It just rolled very well for initiative. Its skills didn't really come into play, but it does have a moderate acrobatics, a high athletics, and then a low stealth. I do actually need to add tremor sense. Oh no, I did do that. Okay, good. Good. AC with a 27 normally is high. However, it's extending its claws, which is what lets it hit as hard as it does drop it down to actually a between low and moderate AC by making it off guard.
Yeah.
I couldn't settle on what saving throw this thing should be good at. And since all of its ability scores for the saving throws are around the same bonus, I ended up just giving it all moderate saving throws.
I don't see why not.
Hit point wise,
Trying to imagine a player asking about the lowest save, and the GM goes, about that.
all are equal in eyes of the crab.
Yeah.
Its HP is right below high. The baseline for high for its level is like 165. This thing has 160. So it's pretty decent. It does have a weakness to both fire and electricity. So, Amani, you busting that out to start with, I was like, oh, I have nothing good against you.
Gotcha. That's funny.
What
but
was that? Oh, sorry, you go first.
This is
I have
also
an idea.
a super suitable for any environment creature with a burrow, climb, and swim speed.
It's okay. I mean, it is a crab, I suppose. It's very
Yep.
fair.
Bro's the jack of all trades, master of none. He's
Yeah,
got
so
his fort reflex and will all the same. His movement speeds are all the same. Like,
Yeah, I mean, it's a giant crab, so I felt like it had to have swim. They burrow through the ground in Monster Hunter, so I was like, all right, gotta have burrow. And one of the things they'll do is they'll leap up onto like the roofs of caverns and stuff, and they'll shoot you with like their water blast. So I was like, gotta have climb in there too. It has a high attack for both its folded claw and its sickle claw. Its folded claw is obviously folded in. It doesn't have any special traits with that, and that does deal high damage. Its sickle claw gets the deadly D10 trait. It gets reach because they're like actually extended and everything, and deals extreme damage, which I'm sure you guys felt.
Hurts.
But at the price to do that, it has to put itself with an AC below moderate and right above low. So that's numbers.
Okay.
How do we feel about numbers?
I think the numbers on this thing actually played very well. But it makes me think of a certain I can't remember the fucking name of it, but the giant crab that we fought before, as our Dawn Seekers.
Mhm.
I don't remember its
Telehigh,
name.
something like that.
Yeah. And it had like a hardness that could be broken, and it made me think in Monster Hunter, technically
Do
you
that
can
for its
bounce
shell.
off locations. Well, you can bounce off locations if you don't have sharpness. But once you break that location, your sharpness value can be 1 or 2 tiers lower and it will still strike that area. So, since this also makes sense because it's a crab, why not give it a temporary hardness?
Yeah, I did look at I could look at that. I originally actually just looked at the hermit crab.
I'm looking at that one right now too.
And it does not have anything like that. Yeah, to heal
Yeah.
Lie, the thief of ships. Yeah, she has hardness 10, resistances, ship armor. So yeah, I could make like hardness 5 or something.
Would you
5 seems
want to
fine.
do a hardness, or maybe you could even just factor in like a resistance to certain types of damages?
That's
I
So
fine.
like
mean,
slashing or piercing or something. I don't know.
I think the hardness kind of works to represent the like skull it wears specifically.
Yeah.
Because it's a little hard to see in this picture of it.
Mhm.
But that is like it. The skull it wears does actually cover a rather large portion of it.
Yeah, I'll get
Gotcha.
a next secondary image of it, and I will post it in the Battlegrounds chat. That is not what I meant to fucking post.
Well, now I gotta see what you posted.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
no,
I already
hold on.
I
Wait, I want to go
deleted that.
see.
No, don't worry
No,
about
hold
it.
on.
I already no, that's already gone.
How do I
Fucking thank
restore
God.
stuff?
No, but in the
Hey,
so in
you're a
the
BB.
Battlegrounds chat, you should be able to.
You're an admin, so you should be able to
Yeah.
see stuff that went through the logs.
How do I do that?
You can only see that someone deleted a message. You cannot see what message they put in.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if I mean, do you guys feel like if I do that, I should reduce its HP?
No, I think its HP was as long as the hardness is little and it has like the ability to break like the ship armor does. I don't think it's that much of an issue. I don't think there should be an AC change though, because low AC people like to hit things. What a surprise! Low AC is fine in my opinion. Just give it that hardness so it
What?
reduces that damage.
How would that hardness and breaking of hardness work? How does that? What would that look like?
So the way it works for Tahia Lai is once Tahia Lai is reduced to fewer than half her hit points, or immediately upon being damaged by a critical hit, her ship armor breaks, removing her hardness and reducing her armor class to 32.
Yeah, we can do away with the critical hit thing though because this thing has low AC. Yeah. But also, once the armor breaks, then the hardness leaves as well. And normally it would also give her an AC increase, but
It's very
So-
similar to
Melkor's got to dip out apparently.
to like object armor or whatever it's called that a lot of like the animate objects have.
Yeah. I guess the next question then would be, how do you think you would apply that to this?
Monster Hunter monsters have locations on them that you can just
No.
break.
As in like for like the numbers, like how do you think you would do it for this specific creature?
Hardness 5, and then just because like I do think it's a valid point, worried about it being too easily critable, have it be when it gets reduced to 80 hit points, its ship armor
So at
breaks and it
half
loses
health?
the hardness. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think
So you
Talia
break through half of it, and it suddenly becomes a lot easier to kill off the rest of the half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now something you could also potentially do, because I think I read this that like it can only do its like water blast, if it has like a Gravios skull to like focus it. So it could also be like when its shell breaks, it can't use its water blast or something.
Makes sense.
Interesting. We lost Melkor.
He said he had to go.
Oh, did he?
I did
I
not
missed-
hear that.
I completely missed it.
It was just in the chat. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is.
My
Oh, yeah, no, that makes
chat.
sense for the.
You guys are in the Battlegrounds chat?
So the Battlegrounds PF2. So where the voice
The
channels
voice
are,
channel has its own chat.
yeah.
Oh.
If you mouse over our thing, there's a little thing that says open chat. That's where we
Well,
are.
look at that.
I think it's a slightly newer, not like new, but it's a newer-ish thing.
It's been around for a little bit.
But I only recently found out about it.
Yeah, I didn't notice that.
It's a really nice inclusion, though. I'm glad they did.
I I normally don't like using it, but because we don't need to be posting this in the MM Discord.
Well, and that's why it's nice because, like, especially when you're in a voice chat and you need to share an image, or if there's someone who's in it who can't talk at that exact moment, they can send a message, stuff like that, little things.
Okay, so we think
Anyways,
adding this skull armor
Yeah,
would be fine.
and then skull armor, and then breaking of the water blast ability. So we call it the Gravio skull or whatever. And once that thing cracks, it's like, oh, it doesn't work anymore. It could also have a potential thing to, Now I'm thinking because it could just be like a pool of hit points on top of it that once it breaks, it can't get it. But as
We've
far
done
as I'm
something
aware
like
in this
that
game, this
before.
thing can get it can get a new shell, can't it?
We would have to like give an action for it because like
Oh yeah,
to
3
heal
actions.
I has a like move home ability.
Oh, then what do you know?
So it would have to have like a move home ability like that it
Mm.
could do. Which I can add, that's no issue.
To be fair, for the monsters that we fight in the Monster Hunter tests, like normally you're supposed to beat this fucking thing up and then it runs away.
Right.
So we're not really giving this thing the chance to do what it's normally, quote unquote, supposed to do.
I was going to say, because I'm trying to imagine that in a Pathfinder situation, and I just imagine that even if it was like a 3-action thing, if it's just a pool of hit points that it gets, in theory, unless you set a limit, it would be able to just go, oh, my shell's gone.
Well, yeah,
3 actions.
that's why I would not be making it like that. It wouldn't be using the temporary hit points. I'm just sticking with the hardness.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right, skeleton of a larger monster. I'm gonna move the Word document
Yes, you child.
onto the screen.
Don't mind
here.
me. I just about died. I received cool news and then was dying.
Reduces any damage the Ceanataur takes by an amount equal to its hardness. Once the Ceanataur is reduced to fewer than half its hit points, its skull armor, that was type ship armor, breaks, removing its hardness. Oh, you know what? Yeah, if I just do removing its hardness, I can come down to Water Blast and do requirements. The Shogun Ceanataur has skull armor. Okay. So I will also add Move Home as an ability. I don't think that's something we really need to discuss. I'm just going to base it off of Tahia, where it's a 3-action ability with like the Manipulate trait.
Maybe it gives it like 2 armor or something because it's at low AC, and so break it, it's going to be back in AC.
Yeah. As for its actions, so obviously you guys saw Extend Claws.
I'm surprised Folded Claws doesn't do anything, and it doesn't go. It can use this action again. Why doesn't it just start with, like, I know Tahia, Shogun starts with folded normally, but like seems unnecessary.
Well,
if
maybe
one
it
of them
doesn't want
is
to be
just
off
food.
guard.
Oh, it makes it Did I read that wrong?
Did you not notice
I
that?
did
It was
read it.
off guard the entire time.
I did read it wrong.
Yeah.
Because
I've learned.
its claws actually, when it extends them, they become vulnerable, and so that was kind of my way of representing that.
Enough.
It's got its Ripping Rend, which is just bleed damage, because I did notice in Rise it can inflict bleed. It's got Water Blast, which is fairly standard. I did add the requirements on the sheet itself that says it has to have its skull armor to use this. Whirling Blades just lets it hit all around it. I thought about doing something more to like limit this, like maybe that it's like stunned 1 after it uses this, so it can't just like spam it. How do you guys feel about that? Do you think it should have something of that nature, or you think it's fine as is?
I mean, I liked it. Oh, where is Whirling Blades?
I don't think it has any issues as is personally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the
It's
minus
simple, it's just a
2
crab.
would keep it from like discourage you from spamming it too much. And then the final ability I originally gave it was Uncanny Climber, since like I said, it can climb on like the ceilings of caves and stuff. Now, all that being said, sorry,
Question.
yeah, you go ahead. Sorry.
So it makes it off guard.
Mhm.
Would I think my concern is that it makes it extremely easy, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing per se, but I want your just like input on this. It does make it extremely easy for someone like a rogue or anyone who has those things where they get benefits from the off guards to just immediately have them without even having to work for them.
That is a very valid point. However,
allowing them to get in a lot of extra damage.
However, I think that enters into an interesting like concept like risk factor.
Mm-hmm.
Like on the GM side, like is it worth it to pump out this crazy damage while leaving yourself vulnerable?
Okay. Cool.
And you know, there is the option. It's far from optimal, but you could potentially extend claw, make a sickle claw attack, and then
put it
extend
back
claw
away.
again. Yeah.
Ha! Whap!
Yeah.
No.
Just as an option.
But it does have the manipulate trait, and even so fighters would even just be like,
right,
well,
right.
all right.
So yeah.
Yeah.
And also
fair
Ripping
enough.
Rend can trigger off of Folded Claw or Sickle Claw strikes, so you could just like start with your Folded Claws, and then once you get people bleeding, maybe then start going for like your Sickle Claws.
Gotcha.
Neat.
Now, at least that's just my personal opinion on it. If you guys feel like, if still iffy on it, please let me know. But that's just how I kind of like the idea, the concept.
Cool.
With all that being said, I want to give this thing some sort of action compression. I was halfway into typing up a Scissoring Claw ability where, you know, it's pretty much just flurry of blows. But I make that so many times for a monster.
Yeah. I mean, it's already got Whirling Blades to, you know, it just did 97 damage in one round.
Right. I'm just like, if this
How
thing
much more do you need?
if this thing gets slowed at all, or like stunned, it can't do anything else then. Because if it gets slowed, it can never pull off a Ripping Rend or a Whirling Blades.
I have an idea.
Okay.
If
Make
you
Ripping Rend
were
a reaction?
at least, Jeez. No.
Jesus Christ.
Well, because then
Well,
it would compete with reactive strike.
I
True.
I think the quote unquote issue you might be having here is the fact that slowed sucks, but it slows for any creature that has anything that's 3 actions.
It's true.
Not
But I
every
think-
creature has compression.
But I think too
So-
much of it is reliant on 3 actions.
If you'd like, one
Yeah,
thing
go
you
for
could
it.
maybe, rather than adding like a scissoring claw, which does that, you could still do something with flourish. What if you extend claws a little bit, where with if it would like, when it uses its extend claws, it can make a single strike with the new claw as part of the strike, but if it does, it gains the flourish trait.
Interesting. So then it couldn't be just switching back and forth.
That way, it can't constantly switch back and forth and use it unless it wants to.
It can't
But
be.
thus,
can't
it
be
only can do it with a strike once.
I like that idea. I do think that helps it quite a bit. It wouldn't have helped it in this encounter to like be able to get off Ripping Rend or anything like that.
Sure. But it allows it to deal with movement if it needs to, which it's because like if it needs to move in and then do an extend claw, it then at least is not getting just the one off, or maybe if it like stuff like that.
Yeah. The other possibility I was considering was leaning into like the Shogun theme and have it like the classic anime run at enemy with sword and cut them. And just like it strides and makes a folded claw or sickle claw strike at any point during its movement. But I don't think that really mimics any of its any of the things it does.
Since you two have played Rise, when it folds out its claws, is it like a whole animation thing, or can it like strike as part of it?
It's usually when it goes enraged.
Yeah. So like it goes in rage mode and then it just has the claws out.
Okay, so it's not like it will use that to its advantage. We'll like pull them out and then strike out and.
Nah, it
No.
gets in the way when it leaves.
No, it would have been cool if it was more like if an Aijutsu duelist like bring out its blade when it does it, but no, it is it just gets angry and flips them out.
I mean, to be fair, let it be angry. Then yeah, I don't know.
So are we really not sure? Like maybe moving Ripping Rend to a reaction, so it does compete with like its reactive strike then.
I mean, it's already doing high and or extreme damage
Yeah,
to.
it's really up there, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my main concern is if you do the Ripping Rend after getting 2 off, bare minimum, right? And then you make it a reaction, it still has the potential to just completely decimate one person in one turn.
Well,
Yeah.
Ripping Rend doesn't add any initial extra damage.
Yeah, but that's still a fuck.
I guess that is
That's
persistent
still
bleed.
Persistent bleed, so it's the end of the character's turn. And while that is hard to stop out of turn, it's not impossible.
True, but like it's for example, like the only thing I can really use what we've seen is the Whirling Blades that dealing nearly 100 damage a single turn, and then like that's so Whirling Blades as far as this thing shows, it's 1 action. Is that correct?
It's 3 actions.
What?
Okay, so on the sheet it's marked as just a single action.
Where?
On everybody else is seeing it as 3, I think.
Here, I'll post it in the chat right now. I see it as 1. I don't know why.
Well, hello, Drago.
Anyways, now that we know the correct terminology for
hello.
it,
We just got rated. Well, thank you guys
Oh.
for coming by. We're actually in the midst of discussing a monster, trying to figure out some abilities to give it. This
Yeah.
is for Pathfinder 2nd Edition. I am BB, Big Brother on Discord, Jake, whatever you want to call me. We run the Monster Monday blog and YouTube channel where we make monsters for Pathfinder and make character builds for Pathfinder, and this is where we test them out.
Yeah.
So thank you for the raid to Drago Nordlicht, and thank you everybody for coming by. Right now we're discussing trying to figure out some action compression for the Shogun Ceanataur. It is a Monster Hunter creature that I built into Pathfinder 2nd Edition. And so I think the best idea we've had so far is this monster has the ability to sort of switch up its basic attacks at the cost of making itself a little bit more vulnerable. And that, unfortunately, may be the best place to put its action compression. Letting it get a strike in.
I think the Ripping Rend is fine as is. I think it's more of a thing that this monster should probably be played more as a Monster Hunter monster, where you get hit a lot and then this fucking thing runs away and it does its healing thing. Now, surprise,
Burrows
surprise,
away.
in this fucking but surprise, surprise, in this game of Pathfinder, your party's probably gonna heal up. What do you do to compete with that? Well, you have this thing run in, wound someone, and then leave. Because guess what? Getting rid of wounded is a lot harder.
A little bit.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
get this thing in,
all right.
wound someone, get the heck out.
So let's see.
Is wounded not that easy to
I don't think it's hard to get rid of, but
Oh, never mind. I've reread how wounded works.
Yeah, so-
Drago, yes, we are the Ready to Die YouTube channel. This whole thing started as a Monster Monday blog. Well, thank you for the raid. I
that's
appreciate
cool.
it.
Yeah.
you're even
been building
recognized
monsters for-
before
I
they even
know.
rated you. Look at that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever been recognized
Moving-
before.
Moving on up.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
I don't know who
Thank
you
you,
are,
Drake.
Blue. I don't recognize you.
How dare you? Oh yeah, well I don't remember what cat you played.
Remembers that I played a cat.
Yeah.
Specifically a
Those
Patra
that
from
just
the
arrived.
Starfinder 2E playtest.
Oh, I look forward to playing a Patra. Oh,
I'm sure you do.
they even start with Dark Vision.
All right.
Sorry. Oh, yeah, pulls up my Puss in Boots character. Hmm.
That's not the cat character I'm talking about. I'm talking about a Mikote.
Oh yeah,
Talking
Dragon.
about
I've got
fake
a
backseat.
we've got a good range of maps here that I've used to test out different monsters depending on what we need.
Yeah.
Like the Geismagorm map in Hell.
Fair enough.
But yeah, this is a good one. I like this for a good beach encounter. But let's see. For the extend
Our beach
clause,
episode was interrupted.
It was. You guys will never have another.
No.
Oh, man. So, hey, that
I
means
cried.
everything before this
Isn't
was
canon.
all season 1.
Oh, yeah.
Ceanataur,
Let's go, second season beach episode.
Straight to this.
Actually, that's a
action.
good point. Is there any show that has multiple season beach episodes? Huh.
I do not know.
Anyways, not
It just feels like the kind
You don't
of
watch
like
anime.
the go-to. So yeah. Second season starts, and it's if it's not a beach episode, it's something similar.
I think the hardness as well, since we go back to that possibility, will greatly help the fact that this thing has 2 fucking weaknesses. Just
Can make
to which
a
I don't think the
strike
shell will help against that.
with whatever attack it
Disarmed.
gained when using this action. Okay. Save and close editor. Perfect. How does this read to you guys? So yeah, it is the last 2 sentences. The Shogun Ceanataur can add the flourish trait to this action. If it does, the Ceanataur can make a strike with whatever attack it gained when using this action.
It's gonna switch every. Well, actually, I suppose it wouldn't switch every turn. It
would
might be
switch
nice
whenever
to
it
get
used
folded
the
claw,
action.
like a. It might be
Yeah,
nice
so
to get
the
folded claw like a shove or something when it hits somebody, because then bop.
yeah, but
Hmm.
again,
Knock 'em
he's
down.
no longer off guard with it.
That's true.
Yeah, there's that
Yeah,
again.
the
Like
folded
BB's mentioned,
tar,
there's the
the
balance.
folded claw offers safety.
Yeah.
And in
I
technicality,
mean,
Extend Claws has the manipulate trait, so the moment he
Yeah.
has the other strike, if someone makes a reactive strike, whichever claw he has out will help depend on what his AC is against the reactive strike. So there's
Yeah.
a balance.
Yeah, and I
makes
mean,
sense.
I kind of like the idea that the sickle claw turns it into a glass cannon. I mean, it still
Yeah,
has
I like
high
it too.
damage even with the folded claw, because I wanted it to not be something that's like, oh, I'm never going to use this. It's just not worth
Bro
it.
wasn't playing around.
Right. Yeah. It's just sickle claw. It just goes full glass cannon mode. And it did, because it was it was slowed, so I wanted to make sure its hits counted for something.
Yeah.
But I do think that covers this. We'll drop the scissor and claw action. Anything else you guys want to suggest? And hey, if you folk that just joined the chat, if you have any suggestions or questions about this, please feel free to voice them.
Have every single question manageable. Imagine. Never mind.
All right, so I think
gave up.
Decaf Shy, Blue, you guys feel good about this thing?
Thumbs up.
All right, Blue.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I feel good after the. I don't think my character feels very good, but as a player, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
beat me up, bro.
Yeah, how
You
hurt
don't
is
have to
everybody?
feel
I
good.
can't.
There is no alignment.
Well,
With one of the updates of Foundry, I can't see everybody's health bars or the
that
generalizations
you
of
might
their
have to
health bars.
return that setting back on.
I think it does. It isn't compatible with the update. I think.
Maybe not. I'm at 34. I got beat the fuck.
Okay, that does make me feel
Well,
better.
I was gonna say I think I'm at
I
25.
downed Imani
So,
and Rock went untouched, which is
which is fair. Rock was
Yeah.
running.
No, he didn't get untouched. He got hit with 22 damage
that's
from
true.
the
He
water
got the
blast.
water. So yeah, this
We
thing
all got
pumped
hit.
out. This thing pumped out a lot of damage, but just went down quick.
Yeah, very
And I'm fine with that. I'm fine. I think that's balance.
Yeah.
But
This thing was
that
some pretty nasty burst.
is actually going to do it for us here. We are going to close out this session. What followed was me spending about 6 minutes trying to figure out how to do a raid. So I'm just going to cut it here and say to all of you, thanks for watching, thanks for coming by, and as always, stay safe, be good. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.